Today on our show!
Today on our show, we got so much to talk about. We're talking about the new Nightwing movie. We're talking about Batfleck and the future of the Batman. We're talking about the Inhumans TV show, the Vision comics, all that stuff. We're talking about that major screw-up at the Oscars, and we're going to manage to squeeze in some comic book reviews.
You know.
So stick around. Check it all out right here on Chuckload of Comics. Hello and welcome to Chuckload of Comics. My name's Chuck Lindsay.
I'm Shauna Lindsay.
We've got a big show for you. We're going to talk about all kinds of great stuff like we just said. But before we get into that, I just want to make mention of that major Oscar screw-up that happened last week. Shauna, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, poor Warren Beatty. I don't know, I kind of feel bad for the guy.
Man.
Who's the accounting firm that now is like gonna be banned from doing this?
I don't know.
I
don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the screw-up I'm referring to. I'm talking about the screw-up. Suicide Squad wins the Oscar for Best Hair and Makeup. Talk about a major screw-up, Suicide Squad. Over Star Trek Beyond. So
that's pretty pathetic.
I couldn't believe that. That blew my mind. Let's just show some of that. Let's do some side-by-sides here. So look at the screen, okay. On your left, you got Idris Elba as Krall in Star Trek Beyond. On the right, you got Jared Leto's Joker. You be the judge. You tell me which one you think is better hair and makeup.
Tough decision.
Right now we got Jayla on the left from Star Trek Beyond and Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn on the right. You be the judge. Which one's the Oscar-winning hair and makeup in this one? Right here we got Manus, played by Joe Talisman on the left. On the right, Killer Croc. Now, Killer Croc was good makeup. That was the one good makeup job in the entire film. And then one more, you got Kalara on the left and Enchantress on the right. Come on, this is your Oscar-winning hair and makeup jobs. I'm sorry, I had to get this off my chest. That was a real shocker for me. And I love Suicide Squad. I love the franchise. I love the comics. I'm very hopeful about the sequel to Suicide Squad. I think it's something they can totally they can do right. But this first one was not good. And one of the major reasons it wasn't good, besides the terrible editing, I don't want to poo-poo the actors. The actors were great. Characters were great, but man, hair and makeup was really bad and the editing was really bad, so screw you, Academy. Nobody's falling for your crap anymore. So
Lindsay commentary.
Give them sound editing. You know, if you gotta give Suicide Squad something, give them sound mixing.
Give them anything,
give them something, or don't give them shit. I'm sorry, the movie wasn't that good. Moving on. I had to get that off my chest. What time is it?
It'll be okay. You know what time it is?
It's time for 90-second nerd news. Here we go. Warner Brothers announced that a feature film of the DC character Nightwing is currently in the works. Lego Batman director Chris McKay has been chosen to direct the film, which focuses on the alter ego of former Batman sidekick Dick Grayson, who takes on the persona of Nightwing after he's dismissed as Robin as a teenager. The film has no release date yet set, but casting is said to already be in full swing.
If you watched our last video review of Mark Millar's Old Man Logan, you know that the aged Wolverine is no stranger to evil Hulks. After announcing that current Old Man Logan writer Jeff Lemire will be leaving the book, Marvel revealed that the new story arc, starting with issue 25, will bring back one of the baddest Hulks on the planet, the Maestro. The new story arc by Ed Brisson and Mike Deodato Jr. will take place in current time, but will feature recognizable Hulks from Logan's storied past.
The upcoming ABC series Inhumans has begun announcing its leading cast. The show will star Hell on Wheels actor Anson Mount as the Inhuman King Black Bolt, TV actor Saradina Swan as Queen Medusa, Star Wars The Force Awakens actor Ken Ling as Karnak and former Game of Thrones star Iwan Rheon as the villainous Prince Maximus the Mad. The much-anticipated new series will premiere in IMAX theaters nationwide in September, with all subsequent episodes airing on ABC. There you go.
Nerd news!
That's your nerd news right there, people.
Wait, we gotta talk about this Inhumans.
What are we talking about? Hell yeah!
This is a little crazy to me.
Man, I was a little bit worried about Inhumans because ABC, they got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know, I'm not too jazzed about that.
Yeah, we
show.
haven't watched it. Maybe it's good, maybe it's
And I was a little worried about it because I love the Inhumans. You love the Inhumans. They're awesome characters. They're going to be the X-Men for the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
They're freaking awesome. And I was really hoping, like a lot of people, for an Inhumans movie. But now that they announced it a TV show, a lot of people were worried. But man, what fantastic right. casting. If you don't know, Anson Mount. I don't know if you watch Hell on Wheels.
Such a good show.
Hell on Wheels is a fantastic show. I think it's wrapping up. I think they're about to be in their last season.
Mm-hmm.
But he plays, what's his name in Hell on Wheels?
Forgot.
Shit. Well, anyway,
great character.
We're on the spot. There's no script here.
This
people.
is what happens when you don't prep.
But anyway, he's perfect. The problem with that is that he's such a good actor, but Black Bolt has no speaking lines. Black Bolt, again, if you watched our review we did of Old Man Logan, we talked a little bit about Black Bolt. He whenever he talks, he just blows shit away. So he never talks. He's a totally silent character. So you can have this killer actor with no speaking lines, but he's got a cool look. He's a very angry looking guy. Mm-hmm. The lady playing Serinda Swan playing Queen Medusa. I'm not too familiar with her. I understand she's done some episodes of like Chicago Fire. She was in Tron Legacy, but I think she just had a bit part in Tron Legacy. So don't know that much about her. Ken Leung, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is badass. You might know him. He had a small part in Star Wars Force Awakens. He was in Rush Hour. He was like, remember Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
Yeah.
He was in that. He was one of the main villains. Fight me like a man. Remember that? The big fight. That was him. He's great for Karnak. Karnak's an awesome character, but the coolest casting of all is Iwan Rheon from Game of Thrones. Frickin' is Maximus the Mad. Perfect casting. They look exactly alike.
That's pretty killer.
And I know all of you are Game of Thrones fans. You know this character. He played, what was his name in Game of Thrones?
Maximus the Mad.
No, that's his
character.
Damn it, we should have done some more show prep.
Who? Oh gosh, he was.
Ramsey Bolton.
Yes, thank you.
Whew. I don't know. Glad I pulled that. Anyway, yeah. He was amazing in Game of Thrones. He's the perfect Maximus the Mad. So I could not be more excited about this. September can't come quick enough. They're showing the pilot episode. They haven't said if it's going to be a 2-hour pilot or if it's just going to be a standard hour-long pilot. But they're going to show the pilot in IMAX theaters. So you check out the pilot in a theater and then watch the rest of this show on ABC. So get excited for September, man. Inhumans. It's happening. Finally.
I wonder if it's going to be like a free showing or if it's going to be...
No, you got to pay for it. But I'm hoping it's a 2-hour premiere. Because then you get your Inhumans movie and then bam, your Inhumans series a couple weeks later. It's going to be in IMAX theaters for like 2 weeks, I think. It would be the shit if they were doing it for free.
They might, though. Remember that Showtime movie? They did that. It was just like if you were emailed or you're on the email subscription for like your local theater, they just sent you an email. Remember that Showtime show? And it was free.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. But,
who knows?
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free in this world.
Well, anyway, so Inhumans, September. Check it out. Get super duper excited. Let's do the mailbag. Mailbag time. Okay, so as you know, we have an email, chuckloadofcomics@gmail.com. You send us your questions, comments. We're getting more and more questions, comments. A lot more critiques than we are questions, actually. You guys suck. Why can't we understand what's coming out of your mouth? You guys are dorks.
Drink so much?
All that stuff. Mm-hmm. But occasionally, a question slips through the cracks, and we're here to answer it.
Yep.
So, Shauna, what's our first question?
Our first question is from Sheila in Richmond, Virginia. She writes, what is the next Batman vs. Superman movie, and will Ben Affleck continue to play Batman?
Damn good question.
Good question. First of all,
there's no Ben Affleck. I'm sorry, there's no Batman vs. Superman.
Right.
That was the first one. They're not doing any more Batman vs. Superman movies. So quick, let me get you up to date on where we're at on the Batfleck situation.
If you don't know already.
Yeah, I'm sure you know, but we'll speed through this. Ben Affleck, back when Man of Steel came out, they announced that the follow-up movie to Man of Steel was going to be Batman vs. Superman. Everybody got excited about this announcement, none more so than Ben Affleck. He's a huge comic book fan. He was in Mallrats. He's a big friend of Kevin Smith. He was in Chasing Amy. He's a big comic book guy. He's also a big Batman fan. So he wanted to play Batman crazy bad.
And he did a great job.
Well, yeah, he did a fantastic job. And in order to kind of persuade the studios, he said, not only will I play your Batman in your Batman vs. Superman movie, I will produce it, I will co-write it, I'll star in it, obviously, and then I will write and produce your Justice League movies, and the little cherry on top is I will write, produce, direct, and star in a standalone Batman movie called The Batman. So the studio's like, oh, hell yeah, we're going to get an Academy Award-winning writer, producer, director, and actor. Yeah, sure, you can play Batman. And he did an awesome job. He killed it in Batman vs. Superman. Problem is, Batman vs. Superman came out to kind of shitty reviews. I loved it.
It was great.
Shauna gave it, about an
it.
80. I give it a high rating. I really, really enjoyed it. Poor Ben Affleck. Even though he was probably one of the best parts about the film, he took it kind of hard when the movie didn't release so well. Made a shitload of money, but not very good reviews. So, but at least everybody knew that there was that Batman movie coming. That solo Batman movie.
Right.
So, but then he was just getting barraged with questions and comments. Everybody's asking him about it. Long story short, he eventually says, you know what, screw this. I'm not going to direct the Batman. I'm dropping out. So he backed out of the Batman. He's still producing the Justice League movies and stuff like that, but he backed out of that. So he's not going to direct it anymore. He still says he's going to star in it. So he said he was still on board to be in the Batman movies, but he's not going to direct. Matt Reeves, who you know from, he was the director of Dawn of Planet of the Apes, the new War for Planet of the Apes. He is signed on to direct the new Batman movie. But Ben Affleck recently has shown, there's been reports that he doesn't even want to play Batman anymore. He's like, he's trying to get out of his contract. He's on contract for 2 Justice League movies and the Batman movie, and that's it.
He got scorned.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't even want to do that anymore, but that's, apparently that's all been squashed. So he's still on board to play Batman. Sheila, I know this is a long answer to your question, but yes, he is going to continue to play Batman for at least 2 Justice League movies and The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. So, hope that answers your question. We got any other questions?
We do.
We have time for any more questions?
I have to pull it up here, though, but we have a question from Leo Fitzgerald in Chicago.
Leo Fitzgerald, I know that guy.
Fitzgerald, we know this guy.
Hi, Leo.
Irish name, man. His question is, what did you think of Tom King's run of Vision? And if possible, could we have another 45-minute episode where you detail the entire story, including spoilers, like your Old Man Logan episode?
Good question, Leo.
Good question, Leo. First of all, thank you for watching our 45-minute Logan review.
Because that was a long-ass video.
That's a really long video.
So good job for watching that whole thing. And you're damn right I'm going to do a Vision review.
Great
the
idea.
Vision, for those of you who haven't read it yet, and Leo, I hope you have. Apparently, it sounds like you have. That's probably one of the best comic books Marvel has put out.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps.
Ever. It's so incredible. I know we say that all the time. We're terrible reviewers and we're terrible critics because we like everything, but The Vision came out last year. It was a post-Secret Wars book, and it is the most critically acclaimed book we've seen in decades. It's incredible. I mean, every single issue of this book is like an episode of some Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's dark, it's deep, it's scary, it's funny, perfectly well written. It basically, we are going to review it, Leo.
Yes.
So thank you for giving me the nudge I needed, because I really wanted to do a whole super long, it's 10 issues long. So if you thought the 45-minute Old Man Logan was long, that was only 8 issues. This is 10. It might even be 12. I think they killed it at 10.
12, 10, yeah.
It's by Tom King. Tom King has left Marvel. He is strictly under contract with DC now. He's doing the Batman run right now. So he's done with Marvel. Go out and get Vision.
Yeah, it's actually on NPR's list of top books for 2016 even, which is,
books.
Books.
Big kid books.
So that's got to say something.
Yes, Leo. Fantastic question. Yes, we're going to do that. Look for it sometime soon. So we got to prepare for it. Any more questions?
Yeah, we got, well, not so much a question, but a comment. Or no, it is a question from Patrick in Midlothian, Virginia. He asks, have you guys ever thought about getting Miller Lite to sponsor your show?
Think we could do that? Is that a thing? Because
Miller Lite.
I do love a tasty, frothy, delicious Miller Lite.
Thank you, Miller Coors.
In a plastic stein.
Or a Chewbacca koozie.
So yeah, Patrick, we have thought about this, and if you can make it happen, we are 1,000% down.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need any money, you can just pay us in beer.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, could you imagine if they could just send us like a 12-pack a week?
Case of beer, we'll set it right back here. We'll have our sip of the week. That's what we'll do. So yeah, Miller Lite, if you're watching, shit yeah, we'd be down to take your money in beer and drink you on camera. Done.
Drink you on camera.
It's not that kind of video. It's got really dirty. So moving on, thank you, mailbag people. Our email address is chuckloadofcomics@gmail.com. So keep the questions coming. We love getting them. We love talking about them. We love reading them. So thanks. Thanks. Keep them coming. Let's finally talk about some comics.
Oh, yeah.
Let's review some books.
That's what we should do, right?
I think the name of this show is Pick of the Week, so we better get to some picks. Who should go first?
I can go first here.
Okay.
I got Moonknight here, and Moonknight is very much so a lesser known superhero in the Marvel Universe, I'm sure. I didn't hear of him until last year, but the reason I picked up the book was because Jeff Lemire, who we've talked about a ton with Old Man Logan and Descender, he was writing this book, so I was like, oh, I gotta check this out. So Moonknight is about this guy named Mark Spector who he plays this character Moonknight. He died in front of this moon god Khonshu, and so Khonshu gave him his powers to become like this mercenary. But what's cool about this series is that Jeff Lemire took it on more of a, is he a superhero or is he just insane, like crazy person? Because this whole new arc started with him in a mental hospital and he just doesn't know if he's really this superhero or he's just really a crazy person. So it's really cool little twist on superheroes and stuff. So anyway, it's a great book. You should check it out. This arc, you don't have to start with issue 1. You can start in issue 10. This is the new arc and it's called Death and Birth. And it's just a cool little look into superheroes and mental illness.
There you go. Because that's what you want in a book. You want a look into your mental illness. Illustrated
by Greg Smallwood.
The art's really, really cool.
Beautiful art.
They've gone through a lot of different artists in this book. They have multiple artists just in one single issue sometimes. Like when they're like, this is like issue 2 or 3 where every third page was a whole new artist and they did this weird space thing. It's a wild book. It goes all over the place because, again, like Shauna said, you don't know. It's crazy shit going on in the man's mind. Is he a superhero or is he an insane person? He doesn't know. You don't know while you're reading it. It's really crazy. It's like nothing else on the comic book rack. I can say that for sure.
That's true.
Moonknight.
Cool. Yep.
My pick of the week is Doctor Strange. I've been waiting to talk about this run of Doctor Strange for a while now. It's so good. Like we say, everything is so good, but this really is good. Whatever your feelings are about Doctor Strange, if you liked the movie, if you like the older comics, but maybe you don't like the newer stuff, this run is really, really cool. It's by Jason Aaron, who is having a hell of a time over at Marvel right now. He's running the whole Star Wars run. God, just look back. Half of these are Jason Aaron books.
I know, I can't remember.
A lot of Jason Aaron books back there. He's crushing it. The art by Chris Bacalo, I think I'm saying that right.
Bacalo, something like that.
His art's tons of fun. It's a real kind of cartoony, bubbly sort of thing, but with when you're talking about Doctor Strange, with all this magical stuff and different dimensions and stuff, I mean, having a comical type of artist really works for this book. It's funny. It's a really funny book. It's deep. It's dark. The cat's yelling over there. Are you guys talking about Doctor Strange again? But anyway, so this is the one I'm reviewing right now is issue 17 and 18. Fantastic cover art right here on issue 18. I really like there's a guest artist do the cover. I didn't look at who it was. I'm an idiot. I probably should have checked. But this cover art is fantastic. I'm not touching it. Everything's going to fall down. Everything's just teetering here. But the inside art of this one's, it's a different artist. They had a guest artist. As I'm showing you some art while I'm talking about the book, you'll see the art is very different between these two books. But I liked the guest artist they had in issue 17, but the regular artist is in 18. The story arc is called State of Misery, and it just started, so you can start with issue 17. If you just go down to your comic book shop, just start with issue 17 and start reading it from there, because it's a brand new story arc. Essentially what's happening in a nutshell, Wong, who you know is Doctor Strange's buddy, butler,
manservant,
magic manservant, lives with him and stuff. Wong's the bomb. It's kind of the Alfred of Doctor Strange's
Good
world.
Analogy.
But he's been kidnapped by a creature named Misery. Misery is this crazy monster that Doctor Strange had locked in his basement in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Misery is made up of all of Doctor Strange's pain and sadness and suffering, all manifested into this one gnarly, tentacly, eyeball-y, sharp teeth being that just hates everything. Looking. It's walking
Misery.
Shit mood. It's just a big miserable thing just walking around.
Hence the name Misery.
Yeah, so it kidnaps Wong. It wants to lure Doctor Strange into a fight. So what does it do? He goes around and starts kidnapping but lots of Doctor Strange's former patients, because Doctor Strange is a doctor, as you know, he's a surgeon. So he kidnaps a lot of his old patients. He gives them these gnarly brain tumors just to kind of lure Doctor Strange into a fisticuffs, a little altercation. And it works. So Doctor Strange gets all these patients into a hospital. Doctor Strange, he wants to operate on him, but he can't operate. As you know, if you saw the movie,
all the nerve damage in
he's got nerve damage in his hand, so he can't operate. So what does he do? What would you do in that situation? You'd call Thor. Duh.
Hello.
So he enlists the help of Thor to help him perform brain surgery on all these people.
And this is new Thor. This is Jane Foster Thor, not...
Right. It's not Odin's son Thor. This is Jane Foster Thor. Side note, Jane Foster, if you saw the Thor movies, Natalie Portman's character is Jane Foster. She is now Thor in the comics. So Thor is now a female, and she is awesome. She's badass. She's hardcore. So check out Thor. Anyway, we're going to do a big Thor review in a couple weeks. Also, maybe next week we'll do a Thor review. But anyway, so Jane Foster rolls in, and she performs brain surgery on all those people at lightning speed, crazy fast. I don't know how she became a brain surgeon, but apparently she is.
She is a doctor, I guess.
So she does it.
Not necessarily a medical doctor.
Yay, she saves all these people, gets all their brain surgeries done in lightning fast speed, and hooray, everything's fixed.
Except Wong.
Well, they rescue Wong, but Wong is still possessed by Misery. So at the end of the book, they lock him up down in the basement of the Sanctum Sanctorum, and they say, okay, we have to perform an exorcism on Wong. So the next issue is going to be them trying to extract misery from Wong, which is really cool idea. Yeah. It was a good book. You saw some really good cameos from other comic book characters. Man-Thing was in there. I love Man-Thing. He looks like a Swamp Thing kind of dude, but everything he touches bursts into flames.
By the way, did you notice that Man-Thing is now going to be its own series written by R.L. Stein?
Who's R.L. Stein?
R.L. Stein, the
Harry Potter
books?
Oh!
No, don't you remember?
I didn't even catch that.
You didn't catch that?
No.
Oh man, that looks kind of cool.
Man-Thing's a cool character, man. He's like this crazy hellspawn thing that he looks like Swamp Thing, but he touches you, he bursts into flames. Weird character. Scarlet Witch is in this issue. Nazi ninja vampires are in this book.
That's true.
I never heard of the Nazi ninja vampires, but they're hilarious. They get in a big fight with Doctor Strange, and they're like, Heil Dracula, Heil Dracula. That's pretty funny. So anyway, check it out. Doctor Strange, 17 and 18. Check out the whole new run of Doctor Strange. It's great. It's by Jason Aaron, who's the man.
Yes.
So that's about all I got for comic book reviews. Yeah. One last thing before we go. New segment. It's not really much of a segment. We just had a really funny graphic for it that we wanted to show you, so we're going to call it Trailers of the Week. There's our graphic for Trailers of the Week. You get it? It's funny? Funny? Anyway. So some trailers you want to check out. Since you're on YouTube watching this any fucking way, go over to YouTube, search Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the
Trailer number
Galaxy
2.
Volume
might
2.
be
Trailer
Volume
2.
2 trailer. Shit, it might be trailer 3 by now.
Yeah.
But that comes out in May, and the new trailer is badass. You get to see your first look at Ego, the Living Planet, who is Star-Lord's dad. Played by Kurt Russell. You get to see a lot of new characters. Another absolutely awesome, watch your cat, awesome trailer out there is Alien Covenant. It's got a new trailer. Check out Alien Covenant trailer on YouTube. The latest trailer is sick as hell. You get to see the full-on aliens kicking ass. It's the follow-up to Prometheus. Prometheus wasn't the best. It was badass, but it wasn't what everybody wanted. It wasn't what I wanted. Anyway.
Well, but it looks like this is going to be what you want, so.
So check out that, and Kong Skull Island. King Kong comes out next weekend. This weekend was all about Logan. Next weekend is going to be all about the King of Beasts, Mr. King Kong himself. So check out the latest trailer. It's got Samuel L. Jackson. It's got John C. Reilly, not Charles Nelson Reilly. John C. Reilly.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. Loki is in it.
And Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. What's her name?
I forgot her name.
The girl's. Everybody's in this movie. So it could be a lot of fun.
Like,
A new King Kong. That comes out next weekend, so check out the trailer. So Guardians of the Galaxy, Alien Covenant, Kong Skull Island. 3 killer trailers you should check out on YouTube. And that's about the whole show. That's about all we got. Now, next week, we got to mention, next week we are going to be broadcasting live. We're taking the show on the road. We're broadcasting live via pre-recorded cell phone video from Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Woohoo! My hometown.
We're going to Shauna's hometown, and we're getting Cocoa Beach. We're going to be broadcasting from some bars and beachside comic book reviews.
Yep.
So watch next week. We'll be broadcasting live from the beach. We're going on vacation.
Finally.
Yeah. We're going to go down there. We're covering the SpaceX launch of the Falcon 9 rocket. We're going to go. We're going to go to Mission Control. We're going to give you an entire tour of the inner workings of the ship. So look out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to read some comics. So that's about all we got. Thanks for watching. Leo and Sheila and Patrick, thanks for your emails.
Yes.
Chuckloadofcomics@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. We'll see you at Cocoa Beach next week.
Bye-bye.